What is going on, everybody? It is Saturday. That means we are back on My Hero Academia Season 3, Episode 4. Um, and it pretty much looks like we're finally here. Like, we are here. The season is picking up. We're kind of at the peak right now, and it's pretty much sky's the limit from here. The villains, I don't know if they ended up getting the remaining villains that they were waiting on. Because I know last episode, I think they had like 7 or so, and they decided to wait. I guess they were waiting on like 10. Um, and they finally made their attack. So I'm interested to see kind of what happens with that. And it's just going to be very interesting. I don't know if we're going to have any like major kid deaths or some of the teachers die. Which kids step up and which I'm interested to see what these pretty much how strong the villains are. That's what I want to see the most of. Um, and how they handle the villains, because some shows handle villains really well that you like kind of root for them almost to win, and you want them to like stay alive or show up later on, kind of like some Akatsuki members or what they do in Dragon Ball. With like Frieza at one point or Vegeta or whatever, like you end up liking the villains and you like their powers and stuff. So I'm interested to see how they handle the villains, um, if they're relatable at all, and what their quirks are. So let's just get it started. We're pressing play on the episode right now. Here we go. Here we go. Oh God, here we go. That's like Minatta's worst nightmare. 5 minutes earlier. So we're gonna see the villain's perspective or no? Oh, Aizawa. How to behave during an emergency. Wow. Wow. I need to see Vlad in action. My man looks serious. Oh God. I mean, he was there last time. He definitely didn't erase it in time. The Vanguard Action Squad. I can't believe he knew. Maybe he got lucky and came across Eraserhead. Like, how did he know he was going to be coming out of that building at that exact time? My man's just got a bunch of knives taped together. They have to move. Tetsu, Tetsu. My girl, my girl, man. Momo. Make a damn mask on the spot. Now these kids are gonna get extra ballsy because they want like the same experience. Like I understand what he's saying, um, but it's like, is it the smartest route? Is he gonna at least flash his quirk to even try to stay alive, or he's gonna freeze? Don't tell me that's who killed his parents. Stop it. What are the chances? That's him. So he has no way of relaying his position or anything. Yeah, exactly. He didn't tell anyone. It's 1v1. He's gonna get no backup. Well, he's got the little kid. Maybe he can like spit some water guns out. Here we go. We're not even halfway yet, so this could be good. And as I say that, we're halfway. All right, all right. Mm-mm-mm. I want to go back to the eraser head. There's definitely not a body attached to that hand. Yeah, he's itching to fuck that man up. She's talking in his head on purpose. So that's what his quirk is. He's got some kind of like magnetic field coming out of that. What is he holding around? A big magnet? Something with like a big gravitational pull on it or something. And wherever he targets it, it can lock in. What the hell happened there? I doubt somebody just got disembodied slash eaten. Woof. They're looking for the high powered kids to take out. I doubt they're trying to recruit. So did he lose his arm in those first like 2 seconds from trying to block that? He's gonna have to dial up higher than that 5%. Tell me he did not just neutralize that. Oh shit. See, this was the problem with Stain and what I've been saying since like the tournament arc. So he's just increasing his muscles, which was making him faster and stronger. But I've been saying this since the Stain arc and when he fought Todoroki. I guess it's easier to say with Todoroki because it was a tournament, so he wasn't trying to punch him hard enough to kill him. Um, but Stain took multiple facial punches from Deku and wasn't even phased. Um, like Deku's his speed is like insane right now, just at like 5% or whatever he walks around at, but there's no power behind those punches. He's got to dial it higher than 5%. Is that the first 100% punch he's put on an actual object, on an actual human? I wanted to see the impact. His arms, well, that arm has got to be ruined. And it is. And the other arm was all broken up from trying to block homeboy's punch. There's no recovery girl out there either. He could be like that for a while. Oh, how did he? Are we gonna get an explanation on that? He just increased his muscle fibers into point of contact and just absorbed it. Not absorbed it, but at least nullified the shock. But he's not even phased. That's about his only thing right now. Is just, you got to move. He's stuck, bro. You can't even think that. That's what I'm saying. He's freaking out, and getting scared. He's having an internal struggle right now. Both his arms are broken. In the same arm, we're causing permanent damage here. I guess at this point you risk the permanent damage. Is the power going to come out the other side, or did he? He's telling the kid to run. He's just going to hold him there. I think he knew he couldn't beat him. So he did just like increase the muscle fibers and the point of contact, whether to nullify the force, because he doesn't have shock absorption. He's not taking it in. He's just increasing his muscles to nullify. Clearly, he's not going to die right here, but I have no idea what's about to happen. Wow. He's done. He's done. I was about to say he's just going to shoot a little bit of water. He didn't run either. He didn't run. He dialed it back up. Oh, God. 1,000,000% on a double broken arm, or he's going to the other one. Oh, no, my God, he's not. He tore through the muscles. That will kill him. That was a direct hit. can we talk about what damage he's just done? I feel like that's worse than anything he did with his fingers. 1,000,000% on an arm that was already double broken, or double whatever we call that state. Okay, so he's pretty much TKO'd for the rest of this villain experience. I don't think you can count on Deku to do anything. There's no way he could sacrifice that arm again. Is that it? Dang, that's the episode. I mean, first thoughts, I mean, banger. I could easily, I mean, I think you got to say 10 out of 10, or at least 9.5 out of 10. Um, I wish we could have gotten maybe more explanation on how he absorbed. I keep wanting to say absorb, but I know that's not the right word. How he nullified that first 100%. Because Deku made the comment that it was just like All Might's. I don't know. Was it this? Deku's 100% is not All Might's 100%. Can we say that or agree on that? So I'm trying to think if, because you could kind of say it was kind of the same situation where All Might was fighting No Moon. He was hitting them with those punches and they weren't doing anything. And he had to like pull it from like beyond and hit him with over like 3,000 punches or whatever it was. Um, I want to know if All Might hit. I don't even know if we got a name, did we? If All Might hit him with 100% punch, would it have done anything? Or would it have been the same result? I would like to think a punch from All Might would have basically did what Deku had to do at 1,000,000. But again, I'm confused on that. I don't really know. And I'm glad, I mean, that took up a good like 75% of the episode. We got to saw that Ninja Turtle. I don't know what his quirk is. I'm sure we're going to get more of it. He looks like a Stain 2.0. Just this huge, like 50 something blades stuck together to make one big blade. And that other guy's quirk, he's got something going on with that. Like, I don't know if he's carrying like a cinder block around with him, and it's got some kind of gravitational pull in it. Wherever he like aims it, is got some kind of like telepathic. I don't know. It looks actually insane. And then the fact that Dabi was there right when Azawa came. I mean, Azawa. I mean, he's a huge player on any board, whether he was a villain or a hero, whatever side he's on. I mean, he's huge with that erasing of quirks that he could just do in the split of a second. If he could get out on the field and just start looking around and just nullifying people just for that little bit of time. He took some point blank blue flames to the face and to his eyes. And we know his eyes are already weaker from the USJ incident. Now, I mean, I'm sure my best case scenario that could happen to Aizawa right there was something happened where one of the kids got in front of him with those flames, the other Vlad came out, or somebody kept him from taking those flames point blank to the face, because if he did, his eyes might be completely done permanently or even weaker than they were coming into this. So just actually insane. And then can we just talk about what permanent damage Deku might have just done right there? There's no recovery girl there. So, I mean, I'm sure he's going to heal, but it could be the next day. It could be however long. Recovery girl was like in the tournament. I mean, it was right after she was on, after the USJ incident. He was in there. You're talking time and blood loss. I mean, I don't know if we're really going to go that far deep into it. But the damage he's done, we already see what's up with his hands. But he kind of had to push it to that point, or he would have died and Koda would have died. It's just interesting to see. It's crazy. I really don't know what to say other than that. The episode was great, 10 out of 10. Did we miss any other parts? We already talked about the Ninja Turtle and the other guy fighting. We already talked about Aizawa and pretty much Deku fighting was the rest of it. The fact that Todoroki and Bakugo are walking around together, they're definitely going to get a villain, either a 1v2 or 2v2 fight. I don't know what that kind of straitjacket Hannibal Lecter guy's quirk is. But he just came across Todoroki and Bakugo. I would think, I mean, I'm sure they'll struggle, but I'm thinking the two of them, whoever they face, they're going to be able to handle it. I'm just interested to see what happens. And then, I don't know what that human hand is sitting there for. I'm pretty sure they didn't have a kid get eaten. They're not going to show anybody just getting straight disemboweled. Um, so I'm trying to think, like, where's Ragdoll in this situation? They kept talking. They brought her up like 3 times. Like, she's not responding. Where is she? She should be there. She's at the halfway point. We can count on her, and she's nowhere to be found. We see like blood all over her station, and it's insane. But honestly, I mean, the episode was great. That was one of the best fight scenes for sure. Where does it rank? Um, I still wouldn't put it above the tournament fight between Deku and Todoroki. I still wouldn't put it above the Stain fight with Todoroki, Deku, and Ida. Um, and I don't think I would put it above the Nomu fight either in season 1. But I definitely put it in probably top 5 fights so far that I've seen. Yeah, it probably slides in there right after the Nomu fight. Um, yeah, it kind of ranks in that like Nomu Todoroki versus Bakugo fight stuff. Um, Mostly because there wasn't really much fighting in like quirk manipulation explanation other than like we got introduced to his quirk, we saw what it is, he just kept like upping his muscle fibers and making them better. And like there wasn't really much strategy or tactic or battle to it. It was like Deku just like taking his body to that next limit. Going at 5%, it not doing anything. Going at 100%, it not doing anything. Coming in there at 1,000,000 and him still kind of like battling, absorbing that. If it wasn't exactly like I said, I thought the kid was gonna like shoot some water guns out. If it wasn't for that kid just throwing water on him and him getting, I'm trying to figure out like what made him get distracted though. It's not like he moved the muscle fibers to another part of his body because he got distracted. Was he just not putting his like focus and energy right where Deku had his fist and like he relaxed for a minute and then the fist went all the way through? I'm not sure. But man, episode was great. Minimum 9 out of 10, maybe even 9.5 out of 10. It was great. So let me know what you guys thought of the episode. Like, share, favorite, subscribe. And as always,